Warm good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jimmy Bora, and it is my absolute pleasure to address all of you today. So, when students ask me what truly it takes to crack UGC NET JRF, I never give and I don't give them a theoretical advice. I talk them from direct experience because I have qualified this exact examination 4 times. So, having cleared it repeatedly, I can tell you one thing with total certainty. The single biggest factor that separates those who simply qualify for the net and those who secure the JRF rank comes through directly one and the often underestimated component, that is the paper one. So today I'm here to tell you why paper one is your ultimate secret weapon and how we are going to master it together. So most aspirants fall into the common trap. They spend 75% to 85 to 90% of their study time building their focus on paper one only because it's their core subject, the one that they are comfortable with. But the reality of the exam setup is very different. So paper two is where everyone competes equally because everyone sitting for the same paper two has a master's degree in that subject. So the score margin among the top candidates in paper two is what I found is often narrow. But paper two, one is the one where you can create that particular winning gap because paper one carries 100 marks across 50 questions because it covers diverse domains from research methodology and teaching aptitude to data interpretation and higher education. Most candidates panic or study it passively. So if you study this paper one for UGC NET, so it is not like that it would be beneficial for only the NET exam only. Because after preparing it for NET exam, because I was so much focused into clearing NET exam, then after clearing it 4 times, I set for the SET exam. That is the Northeast Slate, which is a combined eligibility test based on the 8 states, and like qualifying it is like a something bit difficult than the UGC net paper also because it carries the negative marking. But as I was well versed into paper one, I never find it difficulty and I cleared it at the first go. So I will tell you this because only 50 to 60 candidates were selected from the whole Northeast. So you can actually guess the number of difficulty. But because paper one is well versed and I am like I always prioritize the ones which I love to because I love to do maths. So I'll be doing maths and teaching aptitude, research aptitude in the former sessions because I find it quite easy. And leaving the hard part later and then studying it. And also from my recent experience, I did appear for the CUET PG exam also. Here also, this the same syllabus is coming for the general paper because if you go through the CUET PG also, the paper one is there. You will find the teaching aptitude, you'll find the research aptitude, the current affairs that you are following while doing the higher education and environmental education as well. So it is not for the UGC NET exam only that you would be studying solely for UGC NET exam because everywhere you go, be it the SLATE exam, UGC NET exam, and even though you want to pursue your BA from a good central university or state university as well, this is the core paper that you have to master for your higher education. So I would say that every single mark that is secure in paper one gives you a massive and competitive edge. So paper one isn't just a qualifying paper. It is actually your rank booster and which we often neglect it. And it is the direct gateway to JRF. So through my 4 clearances, I didn't just study paper one. I decoded its exact architecture. So paper one doesn't reward memorization because if you go through the recent PYQ also, if you see that if you don't have the conceptual clarity, it is totally difficult for you to even decode the simple questions there. So it would never be the one that you'd be facing the same questions. But if you have the conceptual clarity, so no matter in what way the question is, the NTA is framing the questions, you'd be able to decode it and choose the right answer from the 4 options itself. So it always, because it is happening, because it always tests your conceptual clarity of a particular topic, the way you have to logically eliminate. Because if you are already have gone through the syllabus and the recent PYQs, you'll always find that the two options among the four are always there that you can easily eliminate. The problem lies within the rest two, and you have to decide that. So for that, you need the conceptual clarity, and you have to recognize the pattern as well. Because within the, because if you go through the syllabus that is available in the UGC NET official website also, they would be citing only the main topics. They never tells the recent trends that they are testing among the aspirants. So you have to keep a track of that also. So in our academic focus sessions, so we don't throw the hundreds of random pages to you. Instead, we break down paper one into strategic modules so that you don't have to go through 10 different channels of YouTube, 10 different websites and other crash course series and all, because it takes a lot of time. Because here you'd get the ready-made notes available, and it is curated by experts of various central universities. So I believe that it would definitely help you to achieve your goal very soon. So it would definitely help you to simplify the complex ideas, because you know that the logical reasoning, the fallacies, especially the fallacy part, they are quite tricky. And in the research paradigm also, most aspirants face this difficulty. So here you will get this simple breakdown of these complex topics. You will get to know how to eliminate two options directly once you see the options. So you will get there, and I believe that it is the only time saving technique that you would be it would be helpful for you to focus on the other domains as well. So when you actually know how the examiner thinks and frames the paper, so paper one stops being intimidating and becomes the most scoring part of your paper. So for those who have already enrolled, you have really made a brilliant and strategic move. So my commitment to you is that will transform paper one from your biggest source of anxiety into your strongest accord asset.